It looks like Apple's much-anticipated iPhone 17 lineup will be more than simply another iteration of camera and specification improvements. The iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max may be getting a modest but revolutionary hardware feature, a sophisticated anti-reflective, scratch-resistant display coating, according to new rumors. This feature, which was first rumored more than a year ago, was originally believed to have been abandoned because of production challenges. While the regular 17 and 17 Air models continue to use the outdated ceramic shield glass, it looks like Apple has finally solved these obstacles, possibly unleashing brighter, clearer screens and increased durability for its premium models. Earlier this year, suppliers encountered difficulties with production yields when putting on a certain anti-glare, scratch-resistant coating, like Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra's Gorilla Glass Armor. Apple's ability to scale the technique for mass production is called into question by these delays. However, fresh leaks from 9 to 5 Mac and rumours suggest the problem might have been fixed. Insiders claim that supplier yields have increased to high enough levels to facilitate rollout across all Pro units. What is the significance of anti-reflective coating? In direct sunlight, glare significantly reduces visibility, requiring users to increase brightness and depleting battery life. An appropriate anti-reflective coating significantly reduces surface reflection, improving contrast outside and lessening eye strain. Furthermore, displays will be better able to tolerate normal wear and tear, keys, pocket dirt, and unintentional drops, while retaining clarity and functionality if this coating is more scratch-resistant than the present ceramic shield. By making this change, Apple would bring the iPhone closer to its MacBook and iPad Pro models, which already have anti-reflective glass. Current iPhone models, on the other hand, only use ceramic shield and oleophobic fingerprint coatings, which provide resistance but are unable to reduce glare. But the story is still unclear. Apple has previously exercised caution, even though current rumors provide fresh hope. Plans for anti-glare coatings were reportedly put on hold in April due to production issues, but the reappearance of leaks indicates that things have moved forward again. As a result, experts and fans advise against celebrating too soon because the feature's successful completion of final testing later this summer will provide the proof. It's interesting to note that Apple may have chosen to add this unique capability to Pro models in order to strengthen their premium status. Apple increases upsell incentives for pricier tiers by restricting the most obvious display update to Pro and Pro Max models. Additional information regarding the iPhone 17 Pro range is also becoming available. Orange, dark blue, and silver, as well as black and gray, are rumored to be color refreshes that differ from the normal 17's palette. Under the hood, more significant enhancements are predicted, including the anticipated A19 Pro chip from Apple, which is constructed on 3nm technology, 12 gigs of RAM, vapor chamber cooling, Wi-Fi 7 compatibility, and minor adjustments to dynamic island, battery, and camera modules. For video editors, photographers, road trippers, and anybody else who uses their phone outside, the impact of being comfortable with glare may seem insignificant. This coating could rival the visual performance of high-end Android competitors by reducing glare by more than 70%. The revival of this technology is a clear indication that Apple wants to set its top-tier devices apart, not only with internal power or storage options, but also with tactile, tangible benefits, regardless of how credible the rumors are before the expected September introduction. Apple may potentially be catching up to Samsung's premium display initiatives without sacrificing battery life or build quality. The iPhone 17 Pro may finally fulfill a long overdue promise if this feature holds true. It will make screen quality in direct sunlight remarkable, not just inside. This could be the long-awaited improvement for consumers who have had to put up with annoying glare when reading or navigating outside. We'll soon find out if this anti-reflective display is a reality or just another rumor of what might have been, as Apple's annual September event is just a few months away, rumored to take place from September 8 to 10, with pre-orders starting soon after and retail availability by the week of the 19th. The color Liquid Glass Badminton will be available on the iPhone 17 Pro. Apple fans are shocked by this crazy rumor. The iPhone 17 Pro is rumored to appear in a unique color with the theme liquid glass, merging in with the futuristic and transparent iOS 26 new interface. Apple's most recent iPhone design has been a hot topic of discussion. However, is this a sensation, or is it a true rumor? With iOS 26, Apple unveiled a new interface design called Liquid Glass, which includes UI components, including dynamic transparency effects and translucent glass. However, according to the most recent rumors from Chinese leaker Setsuna Digital, Apple not only applied the concept to the iPhone 17 Pro software, but also to its physical form. His Weibo tweet claims that the iPhone 17 Pro would include a unique color palette that echoes the design of liquid glass. Despite being white, the base color will exhibit a distinct light-dependent effect, akin to pearl paint on a high-end vehicle. The leaker's statement, "I only heard about it, but have never seen it firsthand," instantly caused many people to question his assertions. Note that Setsuna Digital has not had a very good history of disclosing information on Apple. Additionally, he has made unsubstantiated assertions regarding a glass-only Apple Watch. Furthermore, he acknowledged in his own post that he had never laid eyes on this iPhone 17 Pro liquid glass. The fact that this assertion runs counter to previous disclosures that have already been making the rounds is even more perplexing. In reality, the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max colors listed by numerous other sources are as follows. 1. Copper or orange, introduction. 2. Natural, gray, or dark titanium. 3. Old blue. 4. Silver or white. The originating source has previously withdrawn rumors regarding the young blue version. Therefore, is it feasible that the device with the liquid glass effect is the white variety that was previously mentioned? Perhaps, but it doesn't seem likely. It's possible that these rumors are inaccurate because of translation difficulties and that the intended meaning is a visual effect in the operating system rather than the real color of the device. Apple is renowned for constantly improving its visual effects, and iOS 26's liquid glass has seen numerous updates since the early beta version, which included readout enhancements and changes to the transparency level. Apple has also been known to link physical and user interface components. For instance, when the original MagSafe case was installed, it displayed color animation that matched the case's color. Therefore, if Apple modifies the liquid glass effect according to the iPhone model or color, it is not impossible. More realistically, it's possible that Apple will allow users to customize the liquid glass look-through settings, depending on models, actual colors, or just personal tastes. Even while the iPhone 17 Pro liquid glass rumors sound exciting, their veracity is seriously doubtful. Nevertheless, the tremendous level of interest in Apple's increasingly futuristic and individualized design orientation is reflected in this type of prediction. Will Apple actually use liquid glass colors that vary based on light to create visually appealing hardware and software? Or are leakers' crazy fantasies the only explanation? When Apple formally reveals the iPhone 17 Pro in September, everyone will be watching. We just learned that the Apple logo will be moving to a new spot in relation to the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max models. In particular, this should be lowered a little bit so that it still appears to be in the middle of the phone's back. This is due to Apple. The larger rear camera module in the forthcoming Pro series will effectively detach it from the back, giving the back a whole distinct appearance. Additionally, as this stage also calls for changing the MagSafe rings in the covers and increasing number of images of the covers, which presently rely on the unfinished MagSafe ring, are beginning to surface. Majin a trustworthy leaker, released pictures of another such cover a few hours ago. As you can see from the pictures above, manufacturers are beginning to use rings with a break on the bottom because of the movement of Apple emblems, even though normal MagSafe rings have a circular shape without any interruptions. The Apple logo, which will not be covered in any manner, is found in this space and is obviously what many Apple producers desire. A cover with a similar design will then almost certainly offer Apple's original transparent parts as well. Each version of Apple's Accessory CPUs has given noticeably better performance than the one before it, making them some of the best mobile chips available. With the A19 Pro chipset, which is anticipated to make its debut on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max later this year, we anticipate that trend to continue. It now appears that the iPhone 18 Pro models will be the first to employ a 2nm process, despite rumors that Apple would switch to a 2nm process, making the A19 Pro even smaller than the 3nm A18 Pro. It is now anticipated that an improved version of TSMC 3nm technology will be used to produce A19 series processors. Performance and energy efficiency gains over the A18 series should result from this, though not as much as from switching to a 2nm technology. Any increase in energy efficiency, though, ought to result in a battery that is even better than the one found in the iPhone 16 Pro Max. A hotter running processor might result from the increased performance, but thankfully, Apple appears to have taken that into consideration. Adding a vapor chamber cooling system to the iPhone 17 Pro models could potentially fix the issue. This system employs liquid inside a copper pipe to transfer heat away from a device's most critical components. Now that we have obtained images of the vapor chamber, it appears that the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max will actually get this feature. Lastly, Ming-Chi Kuo and Jeff Pugh both think Apple could give the iPhone 17 Pro Max 12 gigs of RAM. Compared to the iPhone 16 series, that represents a 50% improvement, and it is probably done so that Apple can provide even more on-device AI in the next iterations of Apple Intelligence. The C1 modem, which Apple introduced with the iPhone 16e, is reportedly not going to be compatible with the iPhone 17 Pro Max. That feature is only expected to be added to the iPhone 17 Air. However, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to have a new brand of Wi-Fi chip, which is a first for the iPhone's connectivity. So, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates.